So welcome to your complete guide to approaching cosplayers at a convention. What are you doing? Today on Cosplay TLDR, we're going to go over convention etiquette, or for short or longer, approaching cosplayers at a convention. Most importantly, if you only take away one thing from this video, let it be this. Every person is different and they may not appreciate the same things. So always just play it safe and ask before you do anything. So that being said, not all the things that I'm going to talk about today are going to apply to every person. What's going on back there? But here are some basic do's and don'ts to remember. Do! Come up and say hi! Whether it's just some random person dressed up as a character you like, or it's a cosplayer that you recognize from social media, come up and say hi to us. It's a huge compliment to know that you appreciate my work and that you like the character I'm wearing. The character I'm wearing? The character I'm dressed as? I could be wearing clothes. I'm wearing characters' clothes. Same thing. Don't touch, hug, glomp, pick up, put your arm around my waist. Do not touch someone without their permission. Male or female or anywhere in between. Some people just don't like to be touched. Some people are afraid you're going to damage their costume, or you might get body paint on you, or you might get body paint on me. I don't know what you've been through. You don't know what I've been through, so just don't touch without asking me. Don't touch my armor. Don't touch my weapon. Don't touch my wig. Don't touch that stuffed animal I might be carrying. And do not run up to me and high-five my giant mallet. Yeah, that happens all the time when I'm Harley. So, no touchy. Do! Ask for a photo. Most cosplayers are wearing their cosplay to show it off a little bit, and if you ask, we'll gladly pose for you. Don't. Try to be inconspicuous and snap a photo from far away without asking me. We see you. You're not gonna get away with it. We see you every time. You're not being sneaky. If you're not polite enough to ask me to pose for a photo, then I'm not going to. In fact, most of the time I block my face with my hand or my prop to ruin your photo. So don't be that person. How easy is it to just ask me for a photo? However, I do have an exception for this, is that if I'm already posed for someone else, feel free to hop right in and just start snapping photos. Do have your phone or camera ready to take a photo as soon as you ask. As soon as you ask me, I strike a pose, I'm ready. So if you sit there and fiddle with your camera or try and find the camera app on your iPhone and then adjust the focus and the flash, I've already been standing there for 15 and 20 seconds, which might not seem like a big deal, but it gets extremely exhausting when you're striking a fighting pose or holding a big prop and you just have to sit there and wait. Please just be ready for me. And if you're not ready for me, get all that ready first and then ask me. Don't get in the way of other photographers. Most of the time, whenever a cosplayer strikes a pose, usually there's a few people trying to take that opportunity to snap a photo. So be courteous to those around you and keep that in mind as you're moving around, or as you turn around to leave, you might be in someone else's way. Do compliment my costume. Don't compliment my body. Thank you. Do go ahead and say hi or that you like my costume, even if I'm sitting down or eating or taking a break. Appreciation is always appreciated, but do not ask for a photo when I am sitting down, taking a break, eating, or if I am not fully dressed in my costume. This is the golden rule. Do not do that. And on that note, if I say no to a photo, try not to take it personally. Usually I say no, it's because I'm sitting down and eating or not fully dressed, and I don't want photos like that on the internet. But sometimes I might be running to get to a photo shoot or to a panel that I really want to see, and I just don't have time right now to stop and pose for a photo. So don't be upset. I have plans. You have plans. We all understand, okay? Most of the time you're going to see me around and be able to get a photo later. Okay? Do ask if I made something. Don't ask if I bought something. Okay, that sounded really dumb being put together like that, but there is a big difference, and let me explain. Asking if I bought something usually has this negative connotation that it looks really cheap, or that it's so good you assume that I couldn't make it. On the other hand, asking if I made something kind of turns it around, and if it's crappy, wow, I had the dedication to actually make a weapon that was beyond my skill set. Or it's so good and you're asking if I made it, you're clearly impressed. Does that make sense? I know this is a tricky one, but pretty much just always try and stay positive. Whether I bought it, made it, or had it commissioned, it doesn't matter. I'm still in costume and I appreciate you being complimentary to my costume. Go ahead and ask questions about the construction of my costume. Most cosplayers really enjoy talking about how they created something or tried something new to complete their costume. Don't, for any reason, give a critique or say something should be done differently on my costume. There are a million reasons why this is totally inappropriate and rude. But mainly, right here, right now, at the convention, this is not the time or the place. I'm already wearing it. It's too late to go and add the correct number of buttons or find the correct shade of blue of my wig. You don't know what I had to do to get here at this point, even if it's not perfect. So just don't. Keep it to yourself. Be nice and respectful and positive to everyone you meet, cosplayer or not. We're all at the convention to have fun. Whether I'm there for comics and you're there for movies, it doesn't matter. We're all there to have a good time. Please don't be rude to anyone just because their interest is different than yours. And on that note of being nice and respectful to everyone there, please do not compare my costume to someone else's. It's extremely rude. And even if you're saying, oh, your costume is better than so-and-so's, or oh, your outfit looks much better than this other person that I saw earlier today. It's not a compliment if you praise me by putting someone else down. It's just not cool, okay? Don't do that. And the last little note I have is for all the cosplayers at the convention. We're on my last paragraph and you want to run away now? Why? We're almost done! So to all my fellow cosplayers, please have patience and kindness to everyone there. Because you're going to be dealing with a lot of people who do all the do nots on this list. So just as we like to have all of this respect for us and all these do's and don'ts we'll wear in costume, we have to show that same respect to everyone else at the convention. So try and handle even the worst situations with respect and a level head. So I don't ever want to see any other cosplayers bad-mouthing fellow con attendees. And I especially don't want to see any other cosplayers ragging on other cosplayers. No, not cool. I don't stand for that. Because you represent the entire cosplay community when you dress up in cosplay. So let's set good examples. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining me today. I love each and every one of your little cute faces. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hey. I'm watching you. I can see you. I'm watching. I see you eyeballing it. I see you looking. You better not do it. Don't do it. You're gonna be in trouble this whole video, aren't you? I'm always watching. The words are not coming fluently today. What if I bit your ear? How would you like that? You wouldn't. It's not nice.